everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. We have got day 3 of the Christmas Advent Calendar from Trembling Madness. Now I have to say, the first 2 beers, I mean, the points for, I think I mentioned it on the first video, the points for creativity are terrible. It just goes 1 to 24 all in order. You know, come on. But the first 2 beers, obviously soon to be number 3, the first 2 beers have been incredible. We've had a Patrons Project beer from Northern Monk and a beer that's made it straight on the shelf from Beak. That was a Citra IPA. It was incredible. I think the first beer from Northern Monk I gave a 4.5 out of 5. The Beak beer I gave a 5 out of 5. It just couldn't, it's just absolutely delicious. So I'm really hopeful for the third beer. This is a variety pack. You wouldn't have thought it from the first 2 videos because they've both been IPAs. Both been 7% IPAs as well, actually. They've both been 7% IPAs. So the variety so far is lacking a little bit from Trembling Madness. So I don't know. I definitely ordered at this point. I'm kind of thinking I might have ordered the IPA one, but I'm sure I ordered the variety one. So let's see what's behind window number 3. I'm hoping it's something different. I really am, because I've had 2 of the IPAs been really good, but I ordered the variety pack for a reason. So let's go in and see what's behind door number 3. And I must apologise for the lack of Christmas decorations. At this point, we still haven't been up in the loft to get them down. So this is as Christmassy as it's going to get. I do have a light sort of bar up above my head, but they've stopped working. And I'm an electrician, so I need to have a look at that. But yes, let's have a look behind door number 3. And what I should say, which I haven't said yet in any of the videos, I believe they're all 440 cans out of this. Yeah, it looks deep enough to hold all 440 cans. So, right, let's have a look and see what this beer is. Okay, right. This is definitely this is confirmed that we have got the variety pack. This is a beer called Fruitful. It's from none other than Vault City, and so I wouldn't be that bothered about Vault City if I'm entirely honest. I did enjoy their last beer, which was like the raspberry meringue something or other that was in Tesco's. I actually thought that was quite good, but generally speaking, I just find Vault City, I don't know, I think they try to be exciting and they just, for me personally, they just miss. But on this particular beer, they have brewed it in collaboration with Yonder. Now Yonder were a brewery that I come into contact with a little bit before my days on YouTube. I went down to Yonder. We went down to actually Cheddar Gorge. We camped right at the top of Cheddar Gorge in a little town called, or little village called Priddy, and Yonder were like round the corner from there. And it's the first load of sour beers and like mixed firm, like mental beers. They don't do anything normal, Yonder, that I really enjoyed. So yeah, this gives me some hope. It's a mango, raspberry and vanilla modern sour beer with a really cool sort of jester can art. Definitely the coolest Vibrant Forest. Definitely the coolest Vault City can art that I've seen. It's 7.5%. It's in a 440 can, and if you haven't seen any of the other videos, I suggest you go and watch them. But these beers averaged out around about 450-ish, just over a can. So really, I mean, bearing in mind we've kind of bought in bulk, really we're looking for top quality all the way through the range. First 2 beers have been absolutely that. So let's see. I kind of thought that the glass selection maybe doesn't suit this beer. Well, maybe it does. I think this is a good glass anyway. But I bought my Duval almost fluted glass because I thought we were going to get another IPA. So let's see what we get. Boom. Beautiful smoky can opening. Yeah, I said the beer was called Fruitful, didn't I? Let's go in. It's going to be a mad colour. It's probably going to be, what is it? Raspberry, mango and vanilla. So it's probably going to be like an orangey colour. Wow, okay. Definitely more raspberry than mango on the colour. Vault City and Yonder. So Yonder, for me, Yonder are kind of known for the pastry sours. So I'm kind of thinking there's going to be a lovely, lovely oatiness to this beer. Boom! Let's get every drop in there. This should be good. Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Come on, please be good. Yeah, I probably should say that this isn't a beer that I'd normally drink. I would normally walk right past this beer, but let's see what we've got. What colour is that? A kind of orangey. I was kind of predicting orange, and it is kind of orangey. It's definitely more red than orange. A really bubbly, foamy head that's going to dissipate quite quickly, which is unsurprising for a Vault City beer. You kind of expect that. Super, super hazy. I can definitely see some carbonation creeping up the glass, if you can see that on the camera. But yeah, in terms of Vault City, this is exactly what I expected it to look like. 7.5%. Let's go in for a nose. So, yeah, I thought they called it a raspberry then mango rather than mango and raspberry. And you'll understand why I say this. It really smells like fresh, fleshy mango. And there is raspberry in there. I thought they might have gotten the names mixed up. I feel like I can smell oats, but whether that's just my brain telling me something silly, I don't know. It smells sweet, and I can definitely get the vanilla as well. First impressions, I'm not that bothered, but I'm holding out some hope because the last Vault City beer I had was really good, like I said, and the whole selection of Yonder that I bought at the time, but they were horrendously expensive, by the way. They were good, but they were really expensive. The whole Yonder selection I had was really good, so I'm hoping this is good. Cheers, everybody. I should have said, actually, it was like a one finger weird head. It's gone now. Anyway, let's go in. It's making me smile. Wasn't expecting this. It's made me smile. Just made me smile. I tell you what, the one thing I've never bought is a Vault City, or I've never had, is a bottle shop Vault City canned beer. I had some of their beers at BeerX, and you realise how much sour these beers are. How much more sour these beers are than the supermarket stuff. The sharpness of that raspberry. So I think this is really clever. I think they've paired two fruits that wouldn't necessarily go together, but they work in this beer. You definitely do get a sense in the mouthfeel of, and the flavour and the sweetness of that fleshy mango. You know, mangoes can sometimes be a bit furry if you eat a fresh one. It's almost got a furry, soft, fleshy feel in the mouth, and you get the freshness of that mango, because mango is really fresh. But then right up behind that mango, very close to the start, is that really, really, really sharp raspberry. Yeah. And that raspberry pushes the mango aside, and it brings in the vanilla. Or the vanilla comes in rather than the raspberry bringing it in. And there's a really sort of bready, oaty finish. The carbonation is mental with that sourness. And a lovely sort of oaty, and I want to say pastry, because I know Yonder are ones for this. An oaty pastry finish. It's very hard. It's very good. It's very good. Have I made a mistake in looking beyond Vault City for all these years? Maybe. I've just looked at the front because I wanted to see if it's a pastry or not. Pastry sour. But I think that's maybe where, or whether it's a bit psychological, that's maybe where the Yonder factor comes in. So most of the beers I had from Yonder were around sort of between 7 and 9%. And I had 3 of their pastry sours. I had the raspberry, the rhubarb, the gooseberry, and was it raspberry? Maybe that's where the Yonder influence is, the more pastry side of things. But certainly that mango and that raspberry to start with is all Vault City. Let's have a quick look at the can, if they say anything. Ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, oats, mango, raspberry, vanilla, hops and yeast. Brewed and canned at Vault City. 440, 7.5%. A recent visit from pals at Yonder Brewing proved fruitful, and together they helped us create our take on their epic Fall series. Right, okay, yes. So I guarantee this is going to be the April Fall. Oh no, Gooseberry Fall, Raspberry Fall, and Rhubarb Fall. Not April Fall. I was reading something about that earlier. They were the 3 imperial sours that I had at the time. Introducing Fruitful, sweet, tart, and packed to the brim with bold flavours from the combination of mango, raspberry, and sweet vanilla, all resting on a delicately sour base beer. It does what it says. I've just splashed myself. It does what it says in the tin. I think the pastry element of this beer makes it more sort of indulgent than, or not indulgent. That's the wrong word. Makes it more decadent than the normal Vault City stuff. I think that soft, oaty pastry ending takes a lot of the intense flavours out of this beer. It's something soft in the mouth. It's something we're familiar with, and it's definitely the influence from Yonder in that respect. The Vault City sort of flavour assault up front with that really fleshy sweet mango and that sharp raspberry. That's really good. That is a perfect collaboration beer for me. You can tell I know a little bit about each brewer, or each brewery, should I say. Excuse me. And I can see the influence from both sides, which I absolutely love. And that's exactly what a collaboration beer should be for me. How would I rate it? It's really good. When I pulled it out of there, I wasn't too happy. It's certainly sour. Tongue-smackingly sour. You can see the influence from both sides of the collaboration. Is it a beer or not? You know what? That's an argument that Vault City have been involved in for many years, and quite frankly, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. It's very, very good. Is it up there with the Yonder Imperial? It's different beer. It's 1.5% lighter than the Yonder Imperial Fall pastry sour beers. Is it up there with them? It's a bit short. It is a little bit short for me, but minuscule. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. I think that's excellent from Vault City. Sour beers aren't normally my thing, and it made me smile, so I can't ask for more than that. I'm aware this video's gone on for long enough. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Day 3 of the Trembling Madness Advent Calendar, and we are in Dreamland. This is really good. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. If you've got the Trembling Madness Advent Calendar, let me know what you thought of this. Yeah, excellent. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.